About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Julio Jones.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
3-yard line.
2nd and 11. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Falcons 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Oliver. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big run there by Gurley, 44 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 22, Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this down the 40-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And some room to work. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
His guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't.
This is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team.
And the Falcons grab it. They find some open field here. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
The pass pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. So here's a 1st and 10. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll have it the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st down. Here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're going to pick it up there at 22.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown?
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Cousins again. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it and live to fight another down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's Oliver. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a...
And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
On the ground is Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Down at the 30.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead.
And he'll get it! Touchdown, Minnesota! C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned a little more power. They scored.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Oliver. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And some space here. Tom Gurley, wave goodbye. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. 20-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches with a B.
Right, you see the signs, they talk about it all the time, but still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. That's their first time getting to the quarterback. I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Cousins. Solid coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, and let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but the NFL defense,
so you can hear me?
you're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Getting whacked and stuff.
At the line.
Oh, damn.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons.
Joe, don't go for 4.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? To the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
The kickoff for the Falcons.
And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That's good.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Jarrett on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Cousins from the gun on third. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
It's now.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This time, Ryan will throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run again.
Ryan on the keeper. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yeah, I'm talking.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is caught at the 8, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Vikings 20. Sterling Hoffman.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
The
line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter, and just a one-possession game down at 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
9-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and.
I know, bro. It's crazy. Get a huge stop and then I'm just gonna fumble. Crazy. I mean, get a huge run hold in.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Gets past one man. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the
I never use these.
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
What the?
Well, a nice throw here. Right side. He holds it in. The 30, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Just
cut into that
Gonna step on my heel.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The score, Falcons 35, Vikings 26.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Here's Oliver.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah,
Come on, Billy. You're off the team.
You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the
Anyone
ball.
for 2 like a dummy. Matty Ice!
They'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Conservative. Where's it at?
Second and 8 forthcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Ball carrier.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touch.
Down catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete.
Let's go. That's big boy ball, man. You don't know nothing about that, Jay.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I don't know if it's working.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
6-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. With 30 more yards and another 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp.
Cousins pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Tajay Sharp
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd.
They'll throw again. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
This was interesting. Let me get this pick six right.
Throwing is Cousins. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But insanity and toughness is a premium.
Oh my God.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. This pass caught with the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Cousins now. Buying time to his left. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Justin Jefferson. Incomplete. It's now 4th.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
They better score.
One last shot now for Cousins. This is caught. A great open field tackle.